Welcome back to another episode of Big Shticks, guys. Today, boy, we are quickly rolling up on the holidays, Thanksgiving in particular. And I know that a lot of you, like me, like to celebrate the holiday with an American icon known as the turkey. Today, I am going to walk you through the steps of how I make a turkey that is both golden, tender and juicy, and does not require rescuing by gravy, but rather the gravy will accentuate the flavor of your turkey. No longer, if you follow these steps, will you have a cremated and chalky dry turkey. Now, how do you make that happen? With a little bit of foresight, a little bit of pre-preparing, you too can end up with a turkey like this. What you're gonna need is a good thermometer. A good thermometer is always a good thing to have in the kitchen. It's gonna let you know when your meat is both safe to eat and you can achieve those desired results without overcooking and worrying about whether or not that bird is done. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong with their turkeys. Now this video is sponsored by CHEFSTEMP. They sent me their new meat thermometer known as the FINALTOUCH X10. And let me tell you, this thing so far has been a beast. The size and weight of this thing, it feels very substantial in the hand. You get readings in 2 to 3 seconds, and that has been a constant when I've been using this. The backlit, I think it's a quartz display or LED display, flips as you flip it. That way you can read its readings from any angle. I could hold the temperature. It's always gonna stay at what I held it at until the next reading. This is important for me because when I'm filming cooking, oftentimes I've had to change the camera angle in order to show you that reading. Now I can just simply hit hold and show you exactly what it is that I got. Also, it's magnetic. So enough about this thermometer. Let's get on with making our turkey.
Starting off with 1 gallon of water, 1 cup of salt, 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Next, we'll have 2 tablespoons of black peppercorn. Then we'll add 2 small yellow onions cut in half, 1 cup of soy sauce, and we're gonna bring that up to a boil. Allow it to come to room temperature and then remove the onion and peppercorn. To a bag-lined cooler or bucket, add 1 bottle of apple juice. Next, we're gonna add our brine to that apple juice. Now we're gonna add our refrigerated turkey with the giblets removed, and we're just gonna submerge it in the brine. Once we've got that complete, it's time to cap it off with ice. I'd say about 2 to 3 pounds worth. Then we're just gonna wrap it up, ensuring that the bird is completely covered in that brine, tie it off, and allow it to sit in this brine for about 8 hours. Once that 8-hour bird bath is complete, it's time to take it out of the brine. We're simply gonna drain off all the excess brine, and then we're gonna pat dry it the best we can, front, back, side to side. Once that's complete, I'm gonna stick this bird in the refrigerator overnight, uncovered, and allow the skin to dry. You can completely omit this step if you like and go straight to resting the bird for 3 hours at room temperature before cooking, but I find this gives me a much crispier skin. Now, we're gonna take 1/2 cup of water in a bowl, and to that I'm gonna add 2 cinnamon sticks. I'm gonna add 1 apple sliced, and this is 2 medium onions, and microwave it for 3 minutes until the cooking is started. Then we're gonna add it to the cavity of our bird. Now this is going to give the bird a very moist texture, but it's also gonna provide an aromatic effect in the house, which smells phenomenal, but you also get hints of all those flavors in the rendered product. Here we're gonna take a square or sheet of aluminum foil, fold it into a triangle. We're gonna add a little canola oil to that and spread it around. This will help prevent it from sticking to the bird during the cooking process. Next, I'm gonna take the canola oil and we're gonna lubricate that bird up. We're gonna get it front, back, side to side. We're gonna get this bird glistening all over. This is important for making a good crisp skin, but also give you good color as well. Let's take that triangle that we made of the aluminum foil and we're gonna shape it to the bird now. That way when it comes time to put it on there, it's already pre-molded and ready to go and you don't have to shape it on a hot bird. Here we go, we're up to 500 degrees. I like to put the turkey in feet first because you're gonna get a lot of heat in the back and those dark meats can really take the temperature. So 30 minutes here. Okay, here we are, 30 minutes in. We should have good color. Now's the time we're gonna put that triangle on that we created earlier to prevent over browning of the breast, but also to help regulate the temperature, achieving 161 in the breast and 180 in the thigh and the legs. Back in we go at 350 degrees. I'm gonna start temping this in about an hour and 45 minutes. All right, we're here at an hour and 45 minutes. Let's give it a temp check. Look like. Don't look bad. So we're at 160 in the breast. That's perfect. All right. Got a little bit more time left here. All right, we've officially reached that time. Let's get her out. One final temp check. There we go. 177 in the thigh. I can live with that. It's gonna rise to above 180. So in the breast, we're about 168. I can live with that. Let's lightly tent this and now I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'll be right back. All right, let's cut in and see what we got. So just gonna cut away the wing portion here, or the flat. Set this aside. A lot of juice coming out of this bird, of course, because it's brined. That helps immensely keep you from over drying your bird out. So I'm just gonna kind of start filleting away at this breast until it falls off of the carcass. And then we'll carve it away from there. Now this should fall off. That is one juicy breast, if I do say so myself. Now, it should make for easier carving when it comes to the thigh and leg. So just gonna cut through here. And break it away. So as you can see, no blood. That is super juicy, that thigh there. Now let's cut this remaining breast off of the keel bone. So again, we're just gonna cut straight down into it until you start to feel the chest cavity. And just kind of go along those bones. All right, so if there was any, look at all this juice. So once again, this breast is super juicy, really moist. We'll be cutting the length of this, one slice at a time. All right, let's get this in our serving platter. Just scoop it up here. Let's just separate the leg from the thigh. So once again, cooked all the way through. And if you ask me, I think that this thermometer worked phenomenally. I mean, I couldn't ask for better. The temps were precise, they were very accurate, and they were fast. Generally, what I like to do here with the thigh is I'll cut the meat away from the bone and just serve it in little pieces. You know, there's a lot of folks who like dark meat only, and I'm one of them. I do like to eat the breast, but I am a huge fan of the dark meat on turkey. And generally, I'll chop it up. I think it just makes good stuff when you're mixing it up with mashed potatoes and stuffing and whatnot. Once again, chopping it lengthwise, just like you would with the breast. And essentially what that is you're cutting against the grain, which makes for smaller protein strands, makes for a less stringy bird, and a good chew. And of course, don't throw this away. You can either use this to make some turkey stock, or you can make some of the best turkey soup of your life.
All right, folks, here we are, my favorite time. You already know what time it is. It is time to grub. Let me give you a look at this plate, or platter, I should say. Looks amazing. Typically the way I'll serve it during Thanksgiving. Let's give it a shot. Yes, that is a damn fine turkey, if I do say so myself. Brined it, dried it out, baked it, comes out perfect every single time. Let me get a little bit of the breast here. So again, super moist and tender. Seasoned all the way through, and that's what the brine really does. That apple juice adds a sweetness along with the sugars, but it's not overwhelming, and it's a different twist on any other turkey brine you've probably ever tried. All I'm missing is a little bit of gravy. Perfect. So give this one a try, folks. And don't forget, check out CHEFSTEMP and the FINALTOUCH X10. This thing is this is probably the best thermometer I've ever used. And I think this is probably gonna be my go-to thermometer moving forward. So that is gonna wrap this one up for me today, folks. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, from my kitchen to yours, big sticks out.